now I would have been on the ship by now. I'd have went to the beach by now.
Is this your notice?
This is my note. Nah, I'm just
Okay.
saying. I'm just having a moment like, you know,
Trying to
shit
leave me.
is heavy. Shit
Okay.
is heavy.
Welcome to Live 365 Radio. We back
In the building.
as usual on Thursday. Welcome, 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 guys. We came on. We're gonna have some little conversation because Valentine's Day is coming up. But let's give it up for Rod's hat. It's normally you want to talk about my hair, but let's talk about his
Hey,
hat.
man.
Ain't that a dope hat?
Hey, I'm trying something new, man. You know, the stylist told me to try some hats, and I'm not a hat guy. You know, I have a big bald head, and I'm used to rocking that by itself. So when I put a hat on, I feel like the hat saying, "Hey, look at me, I got this hat on."
Yeah, but that's the point of wearing a hat.
I don't like that kind of attention.
Oh, you don't?
I'm a subtle guy.
Okay.
I'm a real chill. You see me, like I dress nice, but just I'm real chill. Like
Yeah, but you wearing a hat, see how you move and see how it's making you move?
Nah, man,
It's making
me a
move.
little nervous, but I
It's
can't take it
making-
off. I need a haircut really bad.
Okay.
This ain't a I'm fire hat. This is a I need a haircut. Let's throw something on, look good on the show.
I don't think so.
It's a bad hair day hat.
No, it's not a bad hair day hat because that's a dope hat. A bad hair day hat would be like you wearing the caps, or whatever.
Yeah.
This is saying,
Check out my hat.
check out my hat. I like it though. I like it.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it, man. I'm gonna wear it with a suit eventually and see what it looks like. Shout out to I'm mad at myself. A stylist gave me this hat when I did a movie in Arkansas.
Oh really?
Oh, what's his name? Juan. Shout out to Juan Young out of Arkansas. He gave me this hat.
Shout out Juan if
Appreciate
you
you,
don't
bro.
want to bless me with one. Or tell me where to get it. I'll come give you one because I
Boom.
think hats. But I have to find a certain type of hat because my head is small. So
You do got a little head.
I do have.
But it's perfect for a short haircut though, so it's perfect.
Right, but the hat has to be
Small,
almost
too.
custom. Yeah.
See, I think this hat's too big for me. I think it could have been a little smaller in circumference, but whatever. This whole thing.
Okay,
I'm
but
just
we
gonna-
like it, and we see you kept your beard. Cause
Yeah.
I saw you put out
Yeah, I
there
did a poll.
about the beard. Yeah.
So number 5-1. So, but this is the funny thing. My facial hair actually grows extremely fast.
Okay.
So it was a little lower down, and when everybody picked 5, I stopped shaving for like a week and a half, and now it's back wide. So now it's perfect for when I get the razor Saturday morning before I do the photo shoot for the engagement. It's gonna be great.
Oh, right, that's coming up next.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that Saturday,
I
man.
can't
So
wait
about
to
to step it in.
see it. Oh man,
That's
right.
gonna be good.
Engaged
Oh man,
guys.
somebody gotta do it. Somebody's gotta do
Yeah,
it.
I'm next. I mean, but not really with the marriage thing, but I'm saying I'm sure I'm next down the line somewhere.
You wanna get married again?
I'm okay if I don't, and I'm okay if I do.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can see
there's
that.
no pressure.
You know, it's not. I think that's how I felt. You know, we both got a divorce on our resume, and I think I was at a point where if it happened again, great. If it don't, great.
Yeah.
Cause I think I'm one of the people when it comes to dating game. I enjoy dating.
I do too.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. So it wasn't like a hellhole like most people made it seem. But I dated properly. I think.
Yeah.
I think people date improperly, and that's what make them hate it so much. But I enjoyed the dating and the chase, and then then one day like I want to share this world with one person. I don't want to just keep dating.
Yeah.
So you get over it. But I had fun while I did it. So.
I think it happens after a lot of people find that way to date properly after a divorce or
That's true.
after being in a tumultuous, how they say it, relationship.
That's perfect.
And then now you do that healing and you kind of understand what you want. So
Yeah.
now you learn to date because I don't think I properly knew how to date back in the day. I mean, I've been in so many relationships, but even
Right.
when I was when I was by myself, there is a proper way to date,
It is.
And then sometimes people say date more than one person, and dating does not mean sleeping. People get it twisted and think it's sleeping. Dating, maybe you met 2-3 guys, you're talking to them, guarantee you that you're going to be eliminating some soon anyway.
Right.
But it's a great opportunity to talk to people, see how their mind works,
Yes.
because before you lock in with them, you want to have a lot of conversations, a lot of time, so when you can get past that representative, then now you can see who that true person is.
Man, you said some stuff right there. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because I tell women all the time when they come on my lives, I do my morning walks. Keep your roster. Keep your roster.
Yeah.
Don't let your roster go to somebody make you wipe everybody else off. But until then, hey, if Mike, Lance, and Steve are texting you, you respond to Mike, Lance, and Steve.
Yeah.
Until one of them just step it up and make you wipe everybody else off.
Right, and it doesn't mean you have to sleep with them. You're just getting
it's
to
not
know
always
people.
sexual.
Because women, sometimes put our eggs in one basket.
That's true.
Because we are nurturers, or we are
Y'all
taught
love
to
her.
be in a relationship
And y'all
or
love
to
her.
marry. Yeah.
I love
So you
her.
meet a guy and it's like, ooh, I hope that's him. And it's like, but he may not be him. So now take that opportunity to get to know him. That's how, if you really take the time to know somebody, then y'all should be dating for
Yes.
a minute, even before you decide to make it exclusive. That's just my opinion. So I think dating now, in 2021 for me is, I'm doing it very healthy.
Ooh, like that.
I'm doing it very healthy. And I'm so much more aware and listening more than I'm talking. Because a lot of time women, we be talking and talking, and we're not listening to what he's saying. Because a lot of time men will tell you what they want, where they're going, and anything else, but we don't listen.
Ooh.
Because we want to hear what we want to hear.
Oh, that's good.
You like that?
I like that.
I
Because you make me think. So you dating, you've been divorced. So I got some questions to ask you.
Okay, well let's do it.
Let's do it. So you're in your 40s.
I am.
All right. So is dating different in your 40s versus dating in your 30s?
Absolutely, it's different. It's different for me because of my mindset. And then you got to add into that I was married, I've been divorced, and
Right.
if I have long-term relationships. So now being single is kind of like I don't believe in there's no men out there, and
Correct.
I'm not going to even put that into the universe
Big myth.
because it is. It's somebody for you. It's just a matter of getting to that person. And when I say getting to, not chasing or anything, but I think as you start to build yourself up, when you healed from other past relationships, when you're open-minded to
Right.
different things, then I feel like the universe is working on him wherever he is, and when that time to meet, you'll meet. However, so dating, to answer the question, it is different. I find out a lot of men are emotional.
Okay.
Just as well as women, and that doesn't mean crying and stuff, but men are
It's in
emotional.
tune with themselves.
Yeah, whatever. But I'm saying that they're not very clear, that some of them are not good communicators, and these are things that I may not have noticed as much before
Right.
because I'm the communicator.
Uh-oh.
You know, so now that I'm listening, I'm like, ugh, like,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to hold the conversation all the time. I need to know what your mind is thinking. Because again, when I'm talking about locking into somebody, is this the person I want to lead me? The person that can communicate?
Listen, you said something right there. I don't feel like nobody should be with nobody that can communicate because it's the most important thing. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
So in your 40s when you're dating, and let's say you decide to take on a boy, is it called a boyfriend in your 40s?
Ah, no.
You know what I mean?
I want to say my man. You know
Right,
what I mean?
so you say your man.
Because I want a man.
But does he have to be like, hey, like, what do you say in your 40s when you're dating? Like, do you be like, hey,
Shawty,
will you
what's
be
up?
my girlfriend? Or, hey, let's make this official? Is there a talk? Or in your 40s, is it just what's understood don't have to be explained?
Well, I think if someone asks, would you go with me? Yes or no. It's kind of cute, you know.
It's kind of cute, but you don't like it.
No, I'm saying it's cute. And depending on how your relationship is, because it'd
Right.
be cute, but you know this is a serious man. It's like, no, baby, you know,
Right.
I'm looking to really, you know, take this to the next level. I enjoy spending time with you. I want you to
Right.
tell me what you want to do with me. You know what I mean? And then I should be able to articulate the same. So.
Are you saying that to him, or are you waiting on him to say these things on his own?
Well, what, the exclusive?
That he need to say something about being exclusive.
Well, I think it's a decision you kind of make together, but I don't see me going, well, you know, I think we've been, you know, rocking for a minute, and I want to know, you know, if you want to take this exclusive, you know what I mean? Because time will tell, energy, actions will kind of tell that, but you do want to be clear because you don't want to think, I think we're exclusive, and you like, I never said that.
That's
so it's
true.
a discussion on both parts, but sometimes I think the man leads in that, although I don't think it's wrong if a woman want to go ahead
Figure out what's going on.
and go on and say, hey, baby, what we doing, you know?
I like to know that because it's funny because I always I hear a lot of people. The last two girls I dated, I didn't ask either one of them to be my girlfriend.
Okay.
And I was just like, I didn't know that was an age thing because I feel like you had to in your early 20s. You had to be like, yo, like, you know, you want to be my girl? You know what I'm saying? But like, what do you say after 30?
No, but I think it's the opposite. I think that when you are in your 20s, y'all just be rocking and y'all being something, and it's like nobody ever said anything. So when the woman complains about, you know, I'm your woman, are we together? And it's like, hold on, I never said that.
Right.
When you're older, women want to know what we doing, you know?
So y'all say it.
Well, some women do say it. I'm not asking nobody what we doing because your action shows me what we doing.
That's why I'm an actions person.
Yes.
So I'm an actions person. So I've never really, I guess, dating older because I think I got divorced. How old was I? 30? I think I was 30 when I got divorced. So you're talking about 7 years of me dating in my 30s, and I think I was just like, my actions gonna tell you. Am I talking to you every day? Am I consistent with you?
Right.
Am I constantly going on dates with you? Am I constantly checking up on you? Do I have your back? You know, in certain scenarios, because you know, when you deal with somebody all the time, you know, everybody needs each other's back.
Right.
And I think people think having somebody's back always is financial.
No.
You know, like I remember I was getting ready to take this tour. I was dating this girl before I went on my first tour. And I remember I asked her questions about it, and she gave me feedback, and I needed it. Or, you know, somebody could get sick, or somebody could hurt their ankle, and they might need to see if you have their back, you know, if y'all dating.
Yeah.
And then you kind of see that. And then if that stuff stays consistent, I feel like you already understand what's going on. But then some people don't feel like that, so
but,
that's why I asked you that question.
But no, I agree, because that's what I'm saying. I like to see your actions versus what you tell me, because you can tell me anything, but your action, you can be like, I love you from the bottom of my heart.
Right.
You're my moon, the stars, the mountain, the ocean, and everything you want in it, right?
As who's that?
Is it after 5?
Yes,
after 7
yes,
or
I
something
do.
like
Sorry.
that.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I give you the moon, the stars, everything, right?
Right.
Then I'm like, well, where's the moon and the stars? I ain't got them yet. You know what I mean? Because your actions are not following suit.
That's fair.
So I'm saying you may not be saying much, but you're showing me much.
Your actions.
You see what I'm saying?
So right, the age you are right now, you dating a guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking you out to eat like you want to go out to eat. He's hanging out with you the way you want to hang out. He's communicating the way you need him to communicate. He don't have to ask you to be his girlfriend. So I think that's my ultimate question.
No. Here's the thing. We're adults here. You know what
We're
I'm saying?
adults,
We're
okay.
adults. So I'm saying you're dating a guy. He's pouring into you. You're pouring into him.
Correct.
That is by actions. Example, I have a radio show. I would like to, and I am, doing some things with the radio show. You have the resources to be able to assist me. That's a great gesture. You don't have to, but it's a great gesture if you have relationships with PR, if you have a platform or a studio that maybe I can go into. That, I'm not saying a man has to do that. I'm saying those are nice gestures if he has access to that. That shows he cares about what I care about, which is my project, and vice versa for the woman. If I know that, you know, you're in comedy and I have a bunch of promoter friends that are constantly doing events that you could get on the bill and get paid, why wouldn't I say, hey, you know, my friend or whatever we are at the time is a really great comedian and an actor. I would like to share his reel with you, and maybe when you do your events, maybe you can hire him. That shows that you're interested in what I'm interested in. You know what I mean? So once you keep doing that, I think grown folks at some point, I don't know him or her who's gonna say it, but it's like, man, we've been rocking for some months now. You know, I like where this is going, because you both want to be in a place that you are sure this is what you want to do. Not I really want it, and you still filling me out, or vice versa. We need to come to some common ground.
Okay, I like that.
You like that?
I like that.
I got answers, baby.
So you're dating in your 40s. All right. So I'm gonna ask you some questions. And you'll tell me if it must have, not really.
Okay.
All right. Opening your door. Car door.
Oh, my car door.
Is that must have or not a big deal?
When I say not a big deal, because I didn't get used to opening doors myself. My daddy does not play that. Well, you know, when he was alive, he didn't play that. But as women, we've had men that don't, and we don't demand it, or whatever the case may be. And so, you know, you find yourself like, click, you know what I mean? But when you do, and then when you find a man that do it, it's kind of one of those shaky situations, because he's always opening the door. You almost like, I got it. So I receive it from men that you can tell that's in them, not the men you first meet and they open up the door for the first 5 times. And then after that, it's like, girl, I unlocked it for you. You know what I'm saying? Actions. So that's why I'm like, don't do it if you don't do it. You know what I mean? But I'm not going, if you don't come and open my door, I'm not doing that.
I've had days like that. Oh,
really?
Like, if you don't open my door, I'm not getting in. Like, seriously. Like, girl, relax.
Well,
okay. Let me see. Clever first date. Does it have to be really, really creative, or just the thought matters? Like, must you have a really creative first date?
It's the thought that matters.
It's the thought that matters?
Yeah, it's the thought that matters, because again, to me, when you're dealing with, I like to say seasoned people.
Okay.
You're seasoned people. Because the thing is that, you know, you don't have to necessarily, like, I come out and the birds are chirping and you got the, you know, the flower petals on the ground. I'm not saying that, because sometimes creativity, as far as you thought about it, lets me know you thought about it. When you ask one, where you want to go? That's fine. Then you leave it to her to, you know, pick the place. Now she picked chops, and you really didn't want to go to chops and stuff like that. So when you put the effort into it, like, hey, I really got this nice place, I like to take you. I'm like, oh, you thought about it.
Okay.
I need you to think.
Okay.
You know?
So you want a little thought. You want a little something in there.
Please think for me.
Are you okay if you're dating a new guy? Let's say you meet him on a Saturday at a bar or something like that, right? And then he calls you on Sunday and like, hey, me and my homies, we up at this brunch spot. Pull up. Is that cool or not cool?
Did he say it like that?
I mean, not like that, but he basically like, hey man, I'm at, I don't know, Sweet Lounge. They having a brunch thing up here. It's a DJ playing. It's a good MC up here. I want you to come up here. But I'm with my frat brothers. So he's in a group setting, but he wants you to come. But y'all just met. Is that cool or not cool?
Oh, we just met. Like, this is the first.
This is like, yeah, he got your number, but he like, hey, I had fun talking to you last night. Why don't you come to this brunch spot with me and my boys?
Well, the reason why I'm open because I probably bring my girls or my sister with me, or something like that. This gives me an opportunity to see you with your boys.
Right.
And they friends, so I need to know if you're in there. Who? I need to see how you act. Y'all getting drunk or whatever, especially a first date or a first encounter.
Right.
You know, so I look at that like I could possibly come if it's the place is right and it's like, oh, they have good food. I'll bring my sister this way. You know what I mean? I can get a better feel for you if I want to, come and meet y'all again.
Good food.
Oh,
so
good food. Yes.
Do the guy you date have to know how to cook?
No, but I would like him to know how to do something.
Because you won't help in the kitchen.
It's just, it's fun. It's dating. You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, not just dating. It can be fun. I've always been a cooker, so I enjoy it. So that's not a problem. Right. But what I'm saying is that he doesn't have to be a chef. But if he can make a few meals, that's nice too, because then that's how you sometimes share the responsibility. Or he may be the guy that just take you out to eat all the time as well, and you cook. I'm not like forceful on that, but I at least I maybe cook, maybe you may wash the dishes. You know what I'm saying? And that's not. I just think that shared responsibilities that a man does on his own is sexy.
And it's less stressful.
Yes.
Okay, cool. You off the hot seat, Stacey.
I'm off the hot seat.
I put you on the hot seat without telling you was on the hot seat. I just kind of threw you in.
You tried to throw me in there.
Just trying to throw you up in there, see where you was at with it, man.
Well, talking about love and all that, Valentine's Day.
It's coming up.
It's coming up. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because the way I thought about Valentine's Day when I was younger and how I think about it now is totally different.
Really?
It's you young, you like he better be giving me something, and
is that how it was?
I mean, not like I had a gun against his head, but I'm just saying is that you expected something from Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And then you get older, and sometimes it's just like, oh, this is overrated, and then when you read what it really supposed to be about, it's like, well, wait a minute, this had love in the blood, and whatever. So I'm saying then I think there was a little bit kind of expectation.
Yes.
And then now I'm like,
I mean, we're trained with it though. You remember in elementary, you had to make a little bag and put your decorations on it. Everybody had to put your little card in there with the candy with it. It was a big deal. So, I don't know. I grew up, I was like the Steve Urkel of Valentine's Day. Like, I would, no, not goofy, but goofy romantic. Like, I worked at a grocery store in high school.
Okay.
So it was nothing for me to go over there and make the floral arrangements and have the cute balloons and get the teddy bear to go around. And I bring all that crap to school for the girls at that time and bam. But then now as an adult, I hate those things. Like the big bears and the big I mean, if you're gonna get flowers, give them just cause. You know what I'm saying? Like do something different. And then I like to be spontaneous. Like, maybe take you to a restaurant you haven't been to before. Or maybe I'll dress up, put a little tuxedo on and serve it like a chef in the house.
Right.
I like doing creative stuff like that, but not just to I don't know. I feel stupid going to Walmart buying one of them huge bears and then bring it to your job and drop it off.
Yeah, I mean, like at 40-some years old, I want a bear. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you give it to me, I'll accept it.
But a moderate size one.
Yeah, and then like you say, my thing is when you do stuff just because, that means so much more. So that's why when I think about what Valentine's Day, the pressure that is put on men, because that one's for women, and then they made Sweetie's Day for men or whoever made this stuff up.
Fellas, Valentine's Day is for the women. Sit down.
Yeah, well, I'm not opposed to if someone gets me something, I appreciate it, but I'm not big on it like
like
when I was younger. Yeah, it's just not important. Like, I'd rather get flowers just randomly on a Wednesday.
But you would like it if you heard a knock on the door and you went out there was a bouquet of flowers, though.
No, flowers are always nice, yeah.
What about chocolates?
No, I'm okay. I mean, I like chocolate, but I don't want the heart.
It's not romantic, is it?
I don't want that chocolate box, the bear kind of thing. Let's just, give that to a kid, or something like that. We can just go out if we want to, celebrate it. But I just think the emphasis on that day is overrated.
What's your most memorable Valentine's Day, no matter what age? What's the one that's just like, I remember that Valentine's Day right there?
Well, I remember in Chicago they used to have, I don't remember who, but in Chicago they had this place called the Sybaris.
Okay.
You know about the Sybaris?
No, I know about
Okay, so Sybaris.
Sounds awesome, though.
Yeah, Sybaris was like real luxury, like bring it down, maybe not luxury, but they were like hotel rooms, but they had like the pool. Some had pools.
Right.
Some had the heart-shaped jacuzzi and stuff. And we used to see the commercial, like the Sybaris. You're like, ooh, I want to go there one day with my boyfriend. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was like once the time that I did go, I just thought I was, the shit, because you see it on the commercials and you're like, this is so nice, and for somebody to think to take you there, it was like,
that's kind of dope.
Yeah.
I like that. I can't remember what my most memorable Valentine's Day. I don't like Valentine's gifts. Me personally, I'm the giver. I don't like to receive. But I do remember this girl. I don't know if you knew this, but I'm a comic book nerd.
Oh, are you?
I love like DC comics and Marvel comics. And this one girl I dated a while back, she dressed up like Catwoman.
Oh. For Valentine's Day.
For Valentine's Day.
That's what I'm talking about.
I never forget that. That was pretty memorable. And,
Yeah.
Especially for the age that we were. I think we were in our 20s. I can't remember.
Oh, that's very creative.
But she, I thought I had did it because I had decorated the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm young. I'm probably 21, 22. I decorated the house with like roses everywhere, had candles everywhere, and then I didn't know how to cook back then.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to cook now, ladies, but back then I did not.
Okay.
And I got some to-go food from, she loves seafood, so I got some to-go food from Red Lobster and put it on plates and spelled her name out and light candles and hooked it up, man. And, you know, blindfolded her, and she came to my house to get ready to go to a restaurant. And I took her down the steps and drove around the neighborhood like 4 or 5 times and walked her back into the house.
That's dope.
And then she thought she went to the restaurant down blindfolded. She got to see the place decorated. And I'm thinking I'm just hooking her up.
Right.
And then we go to the back and she found a Catwoman costume. So.
Wow. See, guys, that's a great idea. And that's why I'm saying if you come in, you've just been out. And it's Thursday, and you coming in, you had a long day, and you come in and you did that same thing.
Yeah.
It just means more to me because Valentine's Day is almost like what's happening, you know. And then if nothing happens, there's the disappointment. But if you get it randomly when you least expect it, I think it means so much more.
Yeah, I like that.
Don't you think so?
I think that. I don't know. I don't want nothing. I just want to get.
Yeah, ladies, I would like to know if you're in your 40s. Is Valentine's Day really important to you? I mean, it's not
Especially
right or
people
wrong
who's been married
answer.
for like a long time.
Yeah, like you've been doing it for 15 years or something like that.
But then I don't know, because you hear people like, man, it's just one day, you know, suck it up. But then there's other people like, well, he treated me well year round. It's a weird debate when you watch it every year you see him on that day. But I'm just like, I don't know.
What about new people that are dating? Do you think if they meet them in right after New Year's and then Valentine's Day coming up, do you think?
I think new people should do a romantic gesture because you're pitching yourself, and I think it's your first Valentine's Day, so it should be something memorable. I'm not saying you have to keep stepping it up every single year, but if you're new, you start dating in December, early January, and it's your first Valentine's Day, do something cute that you'll always remember, like in case y'all go the distance. Because it's not necessarily that you'll go to this because you just met this person. I mean, we all know that. But if you are, and then there's a chance that you do go to distance, I mean, do something cool, like find a restaurant that she hasn't been to, throw a game night and have your friends over, or I don't know, take a random weekend trip, something random.
Or as you're getting to know each other again, because she might not like Valentine's Day, she might not even require that. That's why I'm saying conversation is so important to have, because you met me, we ain't really talked about nothing because you don't communicate well, or she doesn't communicate well, so you don't even know. I don't really care about Valentine's Day. So I'm just saying this, it's a hit and miss with that, just like when we talked about Christmas and Thanksgiving, do you bring somebody new, is have conversation to find out if that person even is interested in you doing this shebang or whatever, because they could feel that's too soon.
Oh, it's possible.
You know what I mean? Because Valentine's Day does symbolize the sex too. Like a weekend, you getting your candy and your beers and all that. It's the day of love. So I'm like, hold on. What we doing?
What you think?
What you think we doing?
I was thinking about it until you brought all that stuff over here.
Right. What you thought you gonna get some? So I'm just saying.
Y'all petty about that too, though.
What?
Because sometimes y'all already kind of be thinking about it, but then when the dude do a gesture that's too confident, y'all pull back. Like, see, y'all difficult sometimes with that.
No, it depends. It all depends on the guy. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Guys, some guys just don't have game. You know what I mean? And I don't want to call it game, but what I'm saying is that what you've been doing for the long term, it may have worked, may not work on everybody. It's not a one size fit all woman.
Right.
So there's different things you're gonna do with different women. You meet me, I'm different from somebody else that might be like, ooh, the beer, the candy, and all that, or I need you to do something. I might just be like, it's another day. Like if you took me out on Friday and you didn't take me out on whatever Valentine's fall on Sunday, I'm not like, wait, hold on, why we didn't wait till Sunday? What, you got somebody else you're taking out on Sunday? I don't get caught up in that.
No, I get you. That's cool. That's commendable.
Well, that's.
What about cooking? What about cooking together? Like you like, hey man,
let's cook. For Thanksgiving.
For Valentine's Day. Why don't you come over? Let's cook something together.
Yeah, we could do that.
You do that? You won't mind that? Even
have I been to his house before?
I mean, you said I'm guessing.
I got questions.
If you've been there since December, I'm guessing you've been to the house at least once or twice.
Okay, December, we stick with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I think but the bottom line is when I know a man is thinking.
Right.
That's sexy to me. Like, if you come, even if he didn't bought takeout and put it on the plate to make it,
Yeah.
commendable to me because I'm like, oh, he don't know how to cook, but him ordered something and put it on the plate, you know. So
Right.
it's so many different things. So talk to people before you assume, and don't put all that pressure. People be going
Yeah.
broke. Tax season, don't
Yeah.
go broke trying to, unless you get an engagement ring for her or something like that.
Oh my
but,
gosh. You can go
no,
broke.
they may be going to get married. He might be want to propose.
Okay.
Right?
That's possible. I think it's cliche, but go ahead.
A lot of people get engaged on Valentine's
I
Day.
know. That's why it's cliche.
It's cliche.
Yeah, I don't like the holiday
Oh,
proposal.
especially the women that be waiting. They like, oh,
It's
Valentine's Day. He
That's
better.
all that
He
pressure.
better propose
Yeah.
to me.
I told Jazz, I'm
yeah.
like, I would never propose on a holiday.
Mhm.
I told her that, so take the pressure away. It would never be Christmas, it wouldn't be New Year's, it would be Valentine's, Easter, and so on.
Or a birthday.
Nah, it's gotta be his own day.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Valentine's Day, are you with it? Is it overrated? Do you need it? What all that good stuff? You want to know in the comments. You want to comment? No, it's no right or wrong answer because some people may feel like, ooh, Stacey, you a Debbie Downer, you don't like it.
Yeah.
That's just me. I don't require that. I'd rather do something totally different, or to take that money and we can do something different together and spend some quality time or something like that. But you don't need to be buying all that kind of stuff. So yeah, guys. So it's Valentine's Day.
It's rough for me. This woman I date don't like flowers. She don't like candy. She don't like big bears. So I really gotta be creative.
Oh yeah.
But I'm creative though.
You are.
I am creative. I'm up for the challenge. I'm up for the challenge.
I want to know what you want to do. I'm gonna live vicariously through them. You know what I mean?
No, you can mess around, be in Mexico somewhere. You the most random trip taking. Let me find out you going to Cabo for Valentine's Day. It's possible. Don't never doubt Stacey. Stacey will be like, I don't know if I'm doing the show next week. I'm gonna be in Cabo.
I would love to be in Cabo. If anybody wants to go to Cabo. No, but guys, thank you for tuning in. We just want to jump on and talk about the day of love and all that kind of stuff. Any engagements, let us know. We want to shout you out next week and, all that good stuff. And just, don't pressure yourself with all this stuff. Life is, a lot more than just chocolates and with a box of chocolates and stuff like that. Just, it's more important to really tap in to the person that you with and get to know them so you can have many, many, many more years to celebrate together.
Don't be scared to role play. Be somebody different from
Oh yeah, put that cat suit on.
Step it up. There you go. Do that.
Man,
do something different.
Hey, listen, if y'all need help, y'all call me and I'll give y'all a plethora of ideas to choose from because some of my fellas, they may not be creative and I'm with you guys.
Yeah, I'm with it.
But if you got a sister, a mother, a auntie, somebody that you know is a little bit more creative and stuff, don't be afraid to ask or have them help you out because if this is something you want to do, don't let that stop you from doing it because you don't know because somebody knows something.
I like it.
You like it?
I like it.
Okay, well, we out of here, y'all, and we'll be back next week, same time, same place. And then what they got to do?
Just keep tuning in, and come on back next Thursday. What we got going on next week?
You go like,
Oh,
share.
I'm sorry. I thought I'll promote for the next week.
Yeah, I know, but when I say
Okay, I'm
what
sorry.
they do,
Oh, you're gonna like, subscribe, comment, share,
yeah,
and keep sharing some more.
okay, yeah, we get us now.
But also watch next week as well.
Yeah, next week 7:30 every Thursday. You guys, if you want to talk about something with us, hit us up at live365.com. That's our website. You didn't know we had one, but we want you to subscribe to YouTube.
And also, go ahead and DM us some questions that y'all want us to ask next week on the air. It can be for us to ask towards each other or just ask the audience. But just bring your questions in, and we're going to ask your questions live on the next week's show.
Yep.
And we'll talk about it live in front of you guys.
And you can do that on our Instagram page. DM us at live365.radio, or you can email us at listenlive365@gmail.
Have you noticed that it's Live 365?
It's live365.
Repetitively.
And when I say that, I want you to live. That is the whole point of it. This is because of my father, and he told me to live every day, and that's why I'm pushing it. Live every day because it's not promised. We'll see you guys next week. Oh.